In this video, I'm going to show you how I get a rusty chain from this to this using about as much skill as it takes to make a cheese sandwich.
Cheese.
Roughly 18 months ago, I put this Shimano chain up on the roof of one of my sheds. So it's been up there for 2 winters now and it shows. And why did I do that? So I could make this video and show you something very clever. When you look at it, you'd think it was far too gone and you'd never get it back. But you would be amazed what you can achieve with a bit of basic classroom chemistry. Now, rust removal solutions are nothing new. Companies like Nitromorse and Evaporust have been making a small fortune for years out of this basic chemistry. But depending on which one you go for, the results can be mixed. And they can cost up to £20 a litre. The solution that I'm going to mix is simple to make, reliable, reusable, biodegradable, and will only cost you 87p for a litre. For every litre of rust remover that you want to make, you will need 1 litre of plain old tap water, but warm, 100 grams of citric acid crystals. They sound unpleasant, it's just a mild organic acid that comes from stuff like oranges and lemons. It's from nature. 40 grams of sodium carbonate. You may know this as soda crystals. People use it in their kitchen and bathroom to clean stuff. And some kind of mild detergent. I'm going to use washing up liquid from Fairy. The only 2 things that are a bit unusual here are the 2 powders, which you can pick up on places like Amazon. I'll put some links down below for you. Now, I'm not going to take credit for this concoction. It was taught to me by a good old friend of mine who restores classic British sports cars. And those things, well, they rust for fun. Now, I'm no chemist, but I'll try and explain the basics of what's going on here. But if you need to know more, I recommend you go off and do your own research. Citric acid can be used to remove rust, but it can potentially also eat into the base metal. Adding sodium carbonate converts it into sodium citrate salts, which are even more effective at eating rust, but it has no interest in the base metal. It just wants to eat the rust. So it's like having your own rust-eating nanobots. Oh, and the soap, apparently you add that to make it more effective at doing its job. It has been explained to me a couple of times what it's doing, but I'm a bike mechanic. Didn't get it. Yeah, I probably should have paid more attention at school. Grab yourself a container twice as big as you think you're going to need. You'll find out why that is in a second. Get your warm water, add it, get your citric acid and add it. Get yourself a swizzling stick and get right in there, give it a good stir. It's a really fine powder and it'll sort of congeal and clog up in the corners. Then add your sodium carbonate. That fizzing is normal. Don't panic. It's just carbon dioxide. Wait until the fizzing has completely stopped before adding your washing up liquid. Ask me how I know that. Now, considering that just reacted like a witch's cauldron and this stuff eats rust, you'd be right to ask if it's dangerous. Now, citric acid is a mild acid of low toxicity, but both powders in their raw form can irritate both skin and eyes, so you've been warned. But in this diluted form, neither of them are going to harm Johnny Polar Bear. It's biodegradable and you can confidently pour it down the drain once you're finished with it. Right, all that's left to do now is drop our chain in and wait. Now, you will start to see results in about an hour or so, but I always leave it in overnight.
Tomorrow.
Gloves. Now when you first take your items out, they're going to be covered in a black slimy gunk. Don't worry, that's normal. You've just got to give them a clean. I'm going to use a cleaning agent like that and a scrubbing brush. Right, let's have a look at what we've got. So as I suspected, yes, covered in a black horrible film. Right, I'll crack on and give that a clean. And there you go, one clean chain. After removing it from the solution, I gave it a squirt with some degreaser and a good hard scrub with the scrubbing brush. And then I gave it a squirt with some foam cleaner, the stuff that you use to clean your bike. I've also put a little bit of oil on it. Now, although it is now completely rust free, if you compare it to a brand new chain, you will see it doesn't have that same sheen and shine that you would get on a brand new chain. But it's hardly surprising when you consider it's been on a shed roof in the northwest of England for a year and a half. So the idea behind this video was to show you how easy it is to make a cheap, affordable, reusable and biodegradable rust removing solution. Now, although we can all relate to a chain going rusty, because at some point it's happened to all of us cyclists, should I have actually tried to recover this chain? And the short answer is no. The rust will have got into the pins and weakened the chain, so therefore it might snap. Additionally, the plates have become dulled, which will greatly increase the wear on your group set. So, although it's made for a fun experiment, the real answer is just buy a new chain. It's only about £20. However, rusty chain that wasn't worth sorting out in the first place to one side, if you are in the middle of a project and you've got components that cannot be replaced and you are being burdened by rust, then hopefully you found this video useful. Thanks for watching.